Hey, how's it going? This is Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone, and this is the top 5 things that I saw at NAMM. I did another video that was the top 5 things that I would spend my own money on. That's a little different list because I have a little different needs with what I use on an everyday basis. So this is just out of everything walking around, the things that made me stop and take note that I think you should go to the websites, talk to the people, and check the stuff out after going to NAMM 2017. In number 5, this was actually on my other list, is the Composite Acoustics Legacy by CompositeAcoustics.com. This is a company that's owned by Peavey. They're made in Meridian, Mississippi, right here in the United States, and it is a carbon fiber acoustic guitar. And I know that there are other brands of carbon fiber acoustic guitars out there, and I have tried them because I really want to like them, but they do not blow my hair back like this guitar. This guitar, it made me stop and change my complete opinion of the ability to have an acoustic guitar that sounds proper made out of a composite. I'm not saying that it's going to change you from, oh, I don't want to play my vintage HD28 anymore, but if you got to work out in the weather, if you've got to play outside, if you've got to travel a lot, if you want a guitar that is just completely durable, never needs to be set up from weather changes, all this kind of stuff, it's the thing, man. It definitely is the thing. It's the 21st century, and it's time to look at that kind of stuff. That is my opinion, but I totally believe that this guitar is worth looking at. CompositeAcoustics.com. Check them out. In number 4, this was also on my other list, the Cower Titan. This is by CowerGuitars.com. Doug Cower is probably one of my favorite luthiers in the world right now, and this is one of his, he takes his kind of custom brain from the Cower Guitars line and brings it to like a mod shop sort of format where you can go on his website, pick out, I think it's 5 different finishes that change every year, so they're pretty unique, and a bunch of different pick guard combinations, infinite pickup possibilities. If you ask for Dylan pickups, he'll probably order them. I'm pretty sure he probably would. 3 different bridge, I think, combinations, and it's a 25.5-inch scale. The guitar plays super good. It's a unique shape. For $12.99 is where it starts, options-wise, and I just think that sort of format in an affordable package, to have a custom guitar quality into this affordable package that's made in the United States, is something that we need more of. And you might say, well, how come you put that on your list, because don't you sell something like that? You know, number one, it's because I respect Doug and everything that he does. I think his guitars are phenomenal. Like I said, he's one of my favorite luthiers out there right now, number one. And number two, there's a different flavor for everybody. But the bottom line is, bringing a guitar of that quality to that price point for a guy that works every week and every weekend is key. That's 100% made in the United States and is something that you can just pick up and depend on, and it feels great and it sounds great, and it's made, most importantly, to your spec. I really dig that format. I really dig the company, everything about it. In number 3 spot of all the things that I saw at NAMM was the Boss ES8 switcher. Now, obviously, you know I play a Kemper, so I don't really need one of these. But if you play a lot of time-based effects, if you play any MIDI pedals at all, or pedals that have expression outs on them, you gotta check this thing out. I did a demo with Seth from Your Favorite Enemies. He's a band, it's yourfavoriteenemies.com. They're in a band from Canada. If you go on my YouTube channel and you look at some of the demos that he did with being able to change parameters from MIDI-based effects, to be able to sync all the clocks up, to be able to switch your routing orders on the fly. So like if you wanted a patch with a pedal here and a pedal here, and then the next patch you wanted them swapped, I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Now, I know there's a lot of switchers out there that do that. I know this thing has been out since last year, but whatever. It's very, very cool. You got to check it out. In the number 2 spot of all the things that I saw at NAMM Now you go to NAMM and most people will say, check out this pedal, check out that pedal. And I walked by booth after booth after booth after booth with pedals. And the only one that made me stop and listen and say, this thing is cool, is the new DNM drive by Robert Keeley. He made it in collaboration with Dan and Mick from That Pedal Show, and it is a hit. It is something that, man, I love everything he does, and I really pay attention to everything he does, but this is a pedal that, even though I play a Kemper, I want one. I want this thing. It's probably one of the best overdrives I've maybe ever heard. I really, really like it. Plus, I really like Robert Keeley. I really like everything he does. I love his approach to everything. I'm not joking. After walking around the whole thing in NAMM, this is the only thing that made me stop and listen. As far as pedals go, it was the only one. So I super dig it. The number one spot on my entire NAMM list of the top 5 things that I saw at NAMM, again, this is the only thing in this category that made me stop and play it for myself. We walked by amp after amp after amp after amp after amp for days. That's what you do when you go to NAMM. I only played for myself one. There was only one that made me stop and go, wait a minute, this is cool. This is worth taking note of, and it's worth buying. Definitely buying. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there worth buying, but this thing is pretty cool. And it is by John Snyder at Creation Music Company. It is called the Creation Eclipse. What it is it's 2 8-watt amps. I believe they're 6L6 tubes with 12AX7 preamp. You put in one box, and you have a volume and a tone for one side, a volume and a tone for the other side, and then you can go stereo out to 2 112s, or he said he's going to put it in a 212 combo also. It sounded huge, and that thing, man, I would play that anywhere, all day, every day. What a cool amp. It's just a volume and a tone and a volume and a tone, but you put a good pedal board in front of it, and man, I tell you what, it is the thing. The Creation Music Eclipse. That was my probably, and I didn't even see it till Sunday. I didn't even get a chance to even play it until Sunday. But that was the thing that I was like, you know what? People need to know about this thing. And John Snyder, of course, is killer dude. And everything his company puts out is killer. Check out his pedal boards. Check out his pedal board kits. Check out everything that he does at Creation Music Company. Super cool stuff. That is my top 5 of everything that I saw at NAMM. The Composite Acoustics Legacy in number 5. In number 4, the Cower Titan. Super killer guitar. Number 3, the Boss ES8 switcher. I just think it's cool. It's a gadget that does lots of things, and I really dig it. In number 2, the DNM drive by Robert Keeley. I don't even need to say any more about that. And in number 1, my favorite thing I saw at NAMM was the Creation Music Eclipse. 2 amps in one, stereo, big sound in a small package, and something you should definitely check out. My name is Dylan. This has been Dylan Talks Tone. What is your top 5 things that you saw at NAMM, either in videos on YouTube, on social media, or if you were there yourself to check it out? Please post below and let me know what your favorite things were at NAMM, and I'd like to hear about it. My name is Dylan. This has been Dylan Talks Tone.